guys are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Hold on, give me a sec. What are you saying?
Wow, that was bad. That first half might have been the worst half I ever had in my life. 0 points. I was getting my brain beat. You ready?
Yeah.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wait! There's a lot, 80! 53! Hey! Tight dog! Hey, 57! Switch! Recon, 132 fighter.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Mike, 53. This one, Tim.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Here we go. 57.
On 1st down, Wentz Flush to his right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The first carry now for Jordan Howard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grab.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top two seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
This is Howard on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second down, it's Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Switch up.
On first and goal, Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Strip that ball.
Attack!
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Man out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run with Howard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, huh? Check 3, check 3. Hey, Ridley. Watch the twist.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. To throw, it's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Go. 56. Sunday.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
56. Hey, watch his flat.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this out past the 25. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on first down. They complete it to Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense.